From the vast expanse of space to the complicated workings of the human brain, the universe is filled with mysteries. Among the most confusing of these mysteries is spontaneous human combustion, where individuals seemingly burst into flames without any clear external source of burning. While often downgraded to the realm of science fiction and the supernatural, SHC has a long and documented history, leaving scientists and laypersons alike searching for answers. Throughout this review, we will dig into the heart of SHC, examining its historical context, scientific credibility, and the fire safety lessons it offers. Welcome to Pure Balance Insights. Join me as we go on a journey that intertwines history, science, and the importance of safeguarding ourselves against one of nature's most formidable forces. Fire. The earliest recorded case of SEC dates back to the 17th century, when Danish anatomist Thomas Bartholin documented the mysterious death of Polonus Vorstius. Vorstius, an Italian knight, reportedly burst into flames after consuming a strong wine, leaving behind only a pile of ash and his skull. This case, along with many others documented in the centuries that followed, ignited widespread fear and speculation, fueling the belief that spontaneous combustion was a real and terrifying possibility. As the scientific revolution gained momentum, so too did attempts to explain SEC through a rational lens. Various theories emerged, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish. Some scientists proposed that the human body, under certain conditions, could produce flammable substances that could ignite spontaneously. Others pointed to external factors, such as lightning strikes or static electricity. Static electricity is the result of an imbalance between negative and positive charges in an object, as potential triggers for these fiery deaths. Despite centuries of investigation, the scientific community remains divided on the validity of SHC as a genuine phenomenon. Skeptics or doubters argue that many reported cases can be attributed to external sources of ignition, such as carelessly discarded cigarettes or nearby open flames. However, proponents of SHC point to cases where no such sources can be identified, suggesting that other, more mysterious forces may be at play. While the debate surrounding the true nature of SHC continues, there's no denying that these cases, whether rooted in scientific fact or fueled by folklore, offer valuable lessons in fire safety. By understanding the circumstances surrounding alleged SHC incidents and the factors that may contribute to rapid and intense fires, we can develop practical strategies to mitigate our risk and protect ourselves from the devastating effects of fire. In the upcoming sections, we will look deeper into the world of fire safety, drawing upon the interesting and often unsettling history of SEC to inform our understanding of fire hazards and prevention methods. Together, we will discuss the science behind fire, the common causes of household fires, and the steps we can take to create a safer environment for ourselves and our loved ones. By separating fact from fiction and embracing a proactive approach to fire safety, we can empower ourselves with the knowledge and tools needed to prevent tragedies and safeguard the well-being of our families and communities. Join us as we go on this crucial review of fire safety, inspired by the mysteries of SEC and driven by the shared goal of creating a safer world for all. Spontaneous human combustion remains an enigma, captivating and perplexing for centuries. The image of a human bursting into flames without any apparent external source is unsettling. To grasp SAC and modern fire safety, we need to look deeper into what we know and suspect. Reports of SHC often follow a chilling pattern. Victims are found severely burned, while their surroundings remain untouched. This localized burning without a clear ignition source fuels the mystery. Numerous theories attempt to reconcile these unusual circumstances with physics and biology. The human body, while a marvel of biological engineering, is primarily composed of water and non-flammable materials. For spontaneous ignition to occur within the body, specific conditions would need to be met, conditions that are highly improbable under normal circumstances. One theory suggests that an unknown metabolic process could potentially lead to the buildup of flammable substances, such as methane or acetone, within the body. However, even if such a buildup were possible, the human body regulates its temperature within a very narrow range. For spontaneous combustion to occur, the internal temperature would need to reach extremely high levels, well beyond what the body's natural cooling mechanisms could manage. While the idea of internal ignition is intriguing, it faces significant challenges when scrutinized through the lens of established scientific principles. While the idea of spontaneous combustion arising from within the human body has captured the imagination for centuries, many scientists believe that external factors play a more significant role in these fiery incidents. One prevailing theory suggests that seemingly spontaneous human combustion cases are actually the result of the wick effect. This theory posits that an external source, such as a cigarette ember or a spark from a nearby fireplace, ignites clothing or other flammable materials near the victim. As the material burns, it acts like a wick, drawing on the body's subcutaneous fat as fuel. This process can result in a slow, smoldering fire that intensifies over time, eventually consuming the body while leaving the surrounding environment relatively unscathed. The wick effect theory aligns more closely with our understanding of combustion and fire dynamics, offering a plausible explanation for the localized burning observed in many SEC cases. The wick effect theory, while compelling, is not without its limitations. Critics argue that the human body, with its high water content, wouldn't burn as easily or as completely as observed in some SHC cases, even with an external ignition source and a wicking mechanism. They point to the extreme temperatures required to incinerate a human body, temperatures that are difficult to achieve even in controlled cremation settings. However, proponents of the wick effect counter that the presence of clothing and other flammable materials can significantly alter the dynamics of a fire. These materials act as insulators, trapping heat and concentrating it around the body, creating a localized oven-like environment that accelerates burning. Additionally, the slow, smoldering nature of a wick-fueled fire allows ample time for the body's tissues to dehydrate, making them more susceptible to combustion. Fire safety lessons from the flames. While the mysteries of spontaneous human combustion continue to intrigue and baffle, they offer a unique perspective on fire safety. Even if we set aside the most extraordinary claims of SHC, the underlying principles of combustion and fire dynamics remain constant. By understanding the factors that can contribute to rapid and intense fires, we can glean valuable insights into protecting ourselves and our homes from these devastating events. One of the most striking aspects of alleged SEC cases is the localized nature of the burning. This observation underscores a crucial fire safety principle: containment. The importance of vigilance preventing ignition sources. While the notion of spontaneous combustion might conjure images of bodies bursting into flames without warning, the reality is that most fires are preventable. A significant percentage of household fires are caused by common ignition sources that can be easily overlooked or mismanaged. By practicing vigilance and adopting simple safety measures, we can greatly reduce the risk of fire in our homes. One of the most prevalent causes of house fires is unattended cooking. Leaving a stovetop unattended, even for a short period, can have disastrous consequences. Fueling the fire. Understanding common household hazards. Fire requires three elements to ignite and sustain itself: heat, oxygen, and fuel. While we often focus on preventing ignition sources, it's equally important to be mindful of the flammable materials present in our homes. By understanding common household hazards and taking steps to minimize their presence, we can create a safer environment for ourselves and our families. Upholstery, curtains, and other fabrics can ignite easily and burn rapidly, releasing toxic smoke and fumes. Choosing fire-resistant materials for furniture and window treatments can help slow the spread of fire and reduce the risk of smoke inhalation. The power of preparedness, early detection and response. Even with the most comprehensive fire prevention measures in place, accidents can still happen. That's why it's crucial to be prepared for the possibility of a fire and to have a plan in place to respond quickly and effectively. Early detection and a well-rehearsed escape strategy can mean the difference between a minor incident and a catastrophic event. Smoke detectors are the first line of defense in a fire, providing an early warning system that can give occupants precious time to escape. It's essential to install smoke detectors on every level of the home, including inside bedrooms and outside sleeping areas. When tragedy strikes, case studies in fire safety. History is full with tragic examples of fires that have claimed countless lives and left a lasting impact on communities around the world. While these events are heart-wrenching reminders of the destructive power of fire, they also serve as valuable case studies, offering crucial lessons in fire safety that can help prevent future tragedies. By examining the circumstances that led to these fires, the factors that contributed to their rapid spread, and the lessons learned in the aftermath, we can gain a deeper understanding of fire dynamics and the importance of proactive fire safety measures. These real-life examples serve as stark reminders that fire safety is not merely a set of regulations or guidelines, but a matter of life and death. From devastating wildfires that consume vast swaths of land to catastrophic building fires that claim the lives of countless individuals, each fire tells a story that often highlights systemic failures, human error, or a lack of preparedness. By listening to these stories and heeding the lessons they offer, we can work towards creating a safer world for ourselves and future generations. The Station Nightclub Fire, a lesson in overcrowding and flammable materials. In February 2003, a fire erupted at the Station nightclub in Rhode Island during a performance by Great White. Pyrotechnics ignited on stage, spreading rapidly through the overcrowded club, engulfing it in flames and toxic smoke. Flammable materials, inadequate exits, and overcrowding turned a preventable accident into a tragedy, claiming 100 lives. The fire highlighted the importance of fire codes and regulations in public spaces. The Great Chicago Fire: Urban Planning and Fire Spread. In 1871, a fire broke out in a small barn in Chicago, quickly escalating into a devastating urban fire. The fire raged for 3 days, fueled by dry weather, strong winds, and wooden construction. It destroyed over 17,000 buildings and left 100,000 people homeless. The Great Chicago Fire marked a turning point in urban planning and fire safety. Stricter building codes and fire-resistant materials were implemented. It also led to improvements in firefighting technology and techniques. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory: Fire, Workplace Safety, and Escape Routes. On March 25, 1911, a fire broke out at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory in New York City. The fire spread rapidly, trapping hundreds of young immigrant women working inside. Inadequate fire escapes and locked doors contributed to the high death toll. The fire claimed 146 lives, exposing horrific working conditions. It highlighted the need for fire drills, marked exits, and unlocked doors. The tragedy energized the labor movement, leading to significant safety reforms. The Station Nightclub Fire, the Great Chicago Fire, and the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Fire, though separated by time and circumstance, share a common thread. They serve as tragic reminders of the importance of fire safety and the devastating consequences that can occur when fire prevention measures are overlooked or ignored. These historical fires, along with countless others, have shaped fire safety regulations, building codes, and public awareness campaigns, driving home the message that fire safety is a shared responsibility. By learning from the mistakes of the past and embracing a proactive approach to fire safety, we can create a safer future for ourselves and generations to come. Fire safety is not a one-time event or a checklist to be completed. It's an ongoing process of awareness, education, and action. By integrating fire safety principles into our homes, workplaces, and communities, we can reduce the risks associated with fire and protect what matters most: human life. Remember, fire safety is everyone's responsibility. By working together, we can prevent tragedies, save lives, and create a safer world for all. From the mysterious allure of spontaneous human combustion to the tragic lessons learned from historical fires, we've discussed its power, dangers, and our quest to control it. While SIC remains an enigma, it sparks crucial conversations about fire safety. We've looked into the science of fire, common household fire causes, and overlooked hazards. We've seen the devastating consequences, from loss of life to community destruction. Knowledge is our weapon against fire. By understanding fire, recognizing hazards, and adopting safety measures, we become guardians of safety, protecting our communities, replacing fear into action, and replacing uncertainty with confidence. Fire safety is not merely the responsibility of firefighters or government agencies, it's a collective obligation we all share. Just as a single spark can ignite a raging inferno, a single act of carelessness can have far-reaching consequences. Conversely, a single act of prevention can make all the difference. It's about ensuring smoke detectors are in working order, practicing fire escape plans with our families, and being mindful of potential fire hazards. Fire safety is a shared responsibility that demands our constant attention and unwavering vigilance. As we conclude this review of fire safety, inspired by the enigmatic phenomenon of spontaneous human combustion, let us carry forward the flame of knowledge, not as a sign of destruction, but as a light of hope and a catalyst for change. Let us share the lessons we've learned, spreading awareness, promoting best practices, and empowering others to take control of their own safety. If this video has sparked your curiosity, ignited a passion for fire safety, or simply served as a reminder of the importance of vigilance, then we've achieved our goal. But our work doesn't end here. Share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues, spreading the message that fire safety is everyone's responsibility. Engage in conversations about fire prevention, share your own experiences, and let's work together to create a safer world, one spark of awareness at a time. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more informative content, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, questions, and personal experiences with fire safety. Together, let's make a difference and ensure that the only flames we encounter are those we choose to ignite. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay healthy. I love you.